God, how many times have I left Iquitos going, oh, that's it, I don't think I'll ever be back there again. 4 years, and here I am again. Cafe Dawn over there. They're doing work down below here to tidy up all this area, which I never walked down because all the shops are pretty shit and never anybody down there really. But the river's still pretty high here compared to Genaro Herrera, where it's really low. I mean, I've seen this literally just, you know, the width, like, you know, a couple of meters wide when it's really dry. There's still quite a bit. So this is the Ucayali River that goes down and joins the Amazon with the Nanay that comes from the other direction. So if you went that way on the Ucayali, you'd get to Genaro Herrera eventually. So all of the equipment for all the solar panels is being made up to be put in the big box. All the leads or connections or everything that's being made is on the video that I've just put up, or rather just taken in the shop. I'll put it up later. Unless I've got a signal here, because there's a Starlink here now that you don't have to, if you sit in Cafe Dawn, you automatically get a Starlink connection that isn't theirs, unless they've added it and it's free. Well, you don't have to ask for the password, but they also have the password one as well, which is a bit strange. So I've probably got a connection here, but I'm walking anyway, so I'm not bothered. First decent night's sleep in the apartment now that fucking nutcase shouting loudmouth and horrible woman and her stupid daughter have disappeared. They left yesterday. It was unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, thank you, Mama Ayahuasca. Because putting up with her for a week, they'd stay up all night, like 12 o'clock till 7 o'clock in the morning, just shouting down their phones. They're a fucking pain in the arse. It's just typical of South America, of just people shouting their conversations. But anyway, it's kind of a bit muggy. Nice day though. So, just going for a walk along the boulevard. So now, God, who'd have ever thought that when I landed here in August of 2021 that I'd still be here, or coming back so many times to Iquitos, to keep having to come back for one reason or another, witch's hex, or a lot of other hexes, or whatever reason, still searching for that cure that I finally found. And I checked with AI this morning about the regeneration times of various different cells in the body, and of course they're all different. But skin cells for over 60s, the regeneration cycle is about 3 months or more. And that's why I'm on the dieta. The same food as the jungle, except with salt. As a natural dieta when you're taking the plant drinks. I'm on that same food because certain things I just cannot eat, nothing spicy, can't have any fat at all, unless it's natural fat. But I don't really, I don't want to get into buying free-range chicken just for the sake of having a chicken leg in my soup, even though the fat is safe, because the problem being is that you don't know where, you don't know whether the meat that you're sourcing has had vaccines. And I can't take that risk because it could reawaken the hex and set me back again. But I should be able to get an update in 2 weeks when Maestro finishes work and we both go back to Genaro Herrera, because I'm going to want to do my next dieta again. All mine are for health now, because the shamanism is just, it's just long term, even if it's viable, and I'm not even really that bothered. I've got more things, with trying to set up so much with the Maloka and the solar panels and things like that, and get Starlink in, and I'm writing my book. So there's just other things to preoccupy myself, and there's just no rush. I'm not bothered. It's not a priority for me anymore like it was once. And it takes years anyway, and it's just, So anyway, what I'm planning on doing, the dieta I'm most interested in next, which I'll ask Maestro if I can do it first, is Chiricsanango, because it's one of the most powerful and difficult, but for cleaning the pineal gland. So I'm really interested to see, so I want to do that first and then see what effect that has on what extra sensibilities I might have in ayahuasca ceremonies. And then I'm just going to do a skin strengthening diet just to really boost this cleaning and hopefully try and get the cell regeneration done as soon as possible, so I don't have to do over 3 months, you know, if necessary, just to be sure that, you know, all the skin cells are regenerated, because the last thing I can afford is to make a mistake on this dieta and set myself back. And God forbid if I started to get fucking eczema type itches, that would just fucking finish me. I don't think I'd cope with it. It's taken me all my life to get rid of this, and 4 years to find the actual fucking cure. So because it was masked by so many other things. This is the problem with dark energy. If it's really powerful, it can stay hidden from shamans, ayahuasca. It's a nasty business, but it's great. It's so nice to have normal skin, and just the incessant itching that will literally drive you insane and ultimately to suicide, because you can't sustain that. You know, the stress, the mental stress, and just the irritation factor will eventually just go. There's no reason to live. You can't function with it at all. So it's still just happy that I got to the that's fucking George of the Jungle. I remember him from the first year I was here. He took me into that museum, and he talks to me every time I walk past. He says, "Oh, where you from?" The standard introduction for all the street sellers. "Where you from, amigo? Where you from?" It's like, yeah, I remember. I know you, George. I know who you are, George of the Jungle. And he never remembers me. So anyway, just going for a wander today. There's nothing I need to pick up now. Pretty sure that everything required for the solar panels, the batteries, the earth connection into the mud, all the cables, a couple of light fittings, the dish, etc., extension leads, whatever, the connecting leads are all being made. Pretty sure I've got everything, and it should be on the boat. It's Wednesday today, so it should all be on the boat for Friday, and hopefully in Genaro Herrera for Saturday, and that will give Darlin a good over a week to get it all installed and connected. And any problems, then we're still here, me and Mike are still here, and we can bring other things, that maybe nails or screws or the odd tool or whatever that they need when we go to Genaro Herrera. Depends. Maestro finishes on the retreat a week Saturday, but usually we either get the boat on the Monday, so we'll probably have the weekend here. He goes and sees his friend, and then we'll get the coach and then the boat on Monday morning at 5 a.m. and see how Darlin's managed to get on with having everything connected. But hopefully, as soon as we get there, if there's no problems, everything should be up and running, and we should have connectivity as soon as we get there.